So during times of chop, I think it's better to build for, um, these like hyperliquids and shit where you can short and long. And then prediction markets are actually kind of cool too. So I think there's always going to be opportunity. Markets are markets. You can trade any market. It's just, are you the type of person that's willing to be persistent enough in order to actually find ideas that turn into your edge? You got to be very curious. You got to be very curious. You got to be a data dog. I want to see what this guy is doing yet, because if he starts selling again, but he doesn't have any to sell is the problem. He doesn't have any cash. So he's been bullying this market, and usually when he starts selling again, he buys in order to make he closes and the price goes crazy. Just him trying to close he had a $90 million short. And then the last few days when he starts to sell, that's when the price drops. But now he's out of cash, so it makes you a little nervous. Solana for sure, dude. Solana for sure. I'm an ETH guy too. Like one of my biggest trades was ETH. Investment, because it was long term. But I'm entrepreneur, so I made a lot of money. I made my first bag off. Well, it depends on what a bag is, but I've just been on the internet for a long time, dude. Since I was like 16, building like websites and whatnot. That led me to apps. Apps was my first like major bag. I was building iPhone apps, but I didn't know how to code. I was hiring people from Upwork. And now I have my thoughts on hiring people from Upwork. I think it's an iterative process and it will cost you a lot of money. So when I made a bag, I also made a bag off crypto, and then I started trading it, and I realized that trading is too emotional to do full time. So I stepped away because I met somebody who was trading $1 billion a day automatically, and he was just like me. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just chase this. I got some time, I got some cash, and all I need to do is learn how to code, and that's been my biggest fear forever. Obviously, I launched 1,000 apps, and I didn't code one of them because I thought that it's like somebody smarter than me could do this. I can't do it. I'm 36, so I'm a major unk. I didn't start coding until I was 30, but yeah, I'm pushing 40, B. I'm pushing 40. Facts. But I've tried a lot of stuff. I made a bag off ecom. I made a bag off Facebook ads. I made a bag off of apps. I made a bag off of websites. I made a bag off of blogs. I made a bag off obviously trading here. Made a bag off of quant. Dude, it's just like you can do whatever you want to do. And I learned that because I wasn't supposed to be able to build apps, I was able to figure out how to hire somebody and pay 15K when I didn't have 15K. Use a credit card and I ran it up. So old head, yeah, for sure. OG. How about you, bro? Yeah, dude. I was not profitable before I turned automated. Once I was able to remove my emotions, then shit started hitting for me. So I'm fully automated and it's doing really well for me. I do need to be very careful about like boasting about that, as I do have one strike on YouTube. So just because it does well for me, you've seen me here for years, right? I'm working really hard. I'm working really hard in order to chase Jim Simons. So results do not come easily, but you probably know that as a trader. I think it's essential for traders to take a quantitative approach and automate their trading. It's kind of why I'm working on this little app here today and these last couple of days, is because I've been trying to pitch that for a long time, saying, hey, you need to automate your trading. You're too emotional. You can't think logically when you're emotional. You just can't. It's impossible. That's what Stanford professor said. It's like in research. But then I see every day, like, oh, I don't want to automate my trading because I don't want to learn how to code. Okay. And then I see everybody using 40x leverage. So I'm like, okay, let me try to build an app and try to recreate what they're doing, but use quantitative tools and just make it a downloadable app that anybody can use. Let me see if I can crack it, this 40x high leverage degen trading. And I've been here, of course. This is how I got smoked back in the day. Like, you automatically use as much leverage as possible. But now I have this app that I can quantitatively get in and out. So you can see I will close this position when $2 million in long liquidations happen. So when these people give up their positions, that's when I'll close. Or I can say the same thing with adding to the position. Let's wait until liquidations happen. But speaking of that, let's go ahead and see how this close is working. Let's do 5% here. Let's close 5% because I was down bad this morning and it looks like I'm not as down bad. So I'm gonna close 5% just to not be greedy. Found your channel 2 weeks ago and been going all in. Nice, dude.